welcome everybody to this week's Market Share, the short weekly segment brought to you by MKR, where we bring you all the noteworthy news and updates surrounding digital media and the world today. I'm your host, Genevieve, and we've got some wonderful stories for you today, so let's get started. First up, let's talk about the latest iteration of the longest-running PSA icon, Smokey Bear. It's the 80th anniversary of the Smokey Bear Wildfire Prevention Campaign, and all parties involved have launched a nostalgia-driven PSA titled Decades that brings viewers back through 5 decades of past announcements. The tagline, "Only you can prevent wildfires," really has stood the test of time, and not many other brands can say that they've had the same tagline for 80 years. A lot of the PSA series' success has come from their memorable consistency, and the fact that they've had the same creative agency working on the campaign since its introduction definitely helps. The campaign character has evolved through lunchboxes, stamps, social media, and even an animated emoji. All these different executions just highlight Smokey's generational impact. After the summer we had last year with record-breaking wildfires, this PSA could not be more important. They're doing everything they can to get it out into the world through radio, TV, print, out-of-home, and digital. Smokey Bear is such a great example of how you can tie in good marketing to causes that really matter and make people remember you from generation to generation. Next up, let's talk Reddit. Google is looking to be more strategic when it comes to the company's search business. And where better to share data with consumers than on Reddit? And don't you dare say TikTok. The deal surrounds Reddit selling its data for $60 million per year. Though people originally thought Reddit would be sold to OpenAI to level the playing field, no. Google is aiming to assert dominance over its competitor with an even better search engine and the new Gemini model. For years, people have been using Reddit as a standalone search engine, which is good for consumers because they can stay informed. Plus, it's good for brands because they have the opportunity to advertise seamlessly in channels that users trust. The advertising ability in Reddit is the platform's main source of revenue. With this new strategy, they're getting closer to becoming the leader in contextual advertising. For companies with great stories that could blend into community conversations, Reddit is really stepping up their game. So it may be time to look into using that to your advantage. Last up today, we want to dive into treat yourself culture and the need for messaging around the importance of you. The 2023 holiday season included stresses around the economy and strength in the self-care lifestyle, so the emotional component of self-gifting really came to the forefront. People, especially last year, were after the best possible deals. Horizon Media's Intelligence Center of Excellence explained that marketers should harness this all year, with messaging around the importance of you, to help people feel less guilty about getting themselves what they need or what they want. Companies that lean into this kind of messaging have seen a lot of success because consumers are looking for ways to feel better about their buying habits. A great example of this is a relatively new healthy sweets company called Dough. Dough is challenging long-standing donut brands like Krispy Kreme and Entman's with their Better For You donut holes targeted at Gen Z and millennial women. This target audience is one of the largest segments in need of reassurance that spending $16 for 8 donut holes is worth it. And that's an important part of their self-care routine. The food is medicine trend that started during the pandemic absolutely goes hand in hand with this treat yourself mindset. So companies like Dough are capitalizing on it as much as possible, as should you. That's all for this week's Market Share. My name's Genevieve, and I'll see you all next week. Google is looking to be more strategic when it comes to the company's search business. And where better to share, my brain is like not, when it comes to the company's search and where better to share data with consumers than on Reddit? And don't you dare say words. Annie, the words are not happening today.